My name's Ye. I'm from the city, Chicago. Basically, I just design, I make clothes. Really right now I'm just into like the whole artistic director vibes. Doing so many different things right now. So it's just like, I'm really just vibing right now. I mean, like, if you want to give you a brief discovery, I got my own clothing brand, Fuck These Brands. I direct, produce, been doing so many different things over the past couple of years. Just basically being well-rounded.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to be well-rounded.
Oh, bro.
Can you walk me a little bit through some of your creative ventures in the last few months? I know it's been a little while since we talked.
So I worked on one of these projects with Lil Bo Rock. I actually got the chance to direct this video, and it's called No Good Liars. And with that video, it was because it was like one of my first times being able to actually have creative control over the whole video and everything. And bro, when I tell you, it was like the creative process was like so boom, boom, boom. It was like my creative process is literally what slightest thing can I make the whole video be different. So when you watch the video, it's like it's a circle, and he's in his rock, he's just singing, and he's just in his own mode and his own world and shit. And the whole song is about like heartbreak. So I basically got a small cup, you know those ping pong cups. So I cut the bottom of it, I attached it to the camera, and that was me feeling like, okay, this is gonna give it its own little depth and perception instead of just going to editing that little circle onto it. So it was like, when I did that, bro, it was like, I was like, that's it. That was me putting my creative style onto the video. And then shooting the video, I had the ideas about, since it was about heartbreak, it was gonna be three versions of him in three different fits. But in the background, it was gonna be 3 different seasons.
Okay.
So in heartbreak, you got the feeling of being in denial. You got the feeling of it will be summer, happiness, and it's just having all 3 of those, those 3 clips at the same time, being like, yo, this one gonna hit, because that was like my whole director vision of it. But I definitely right now I'm really just trying to really get in depth and tune with tapping into the storyline behind all my creative ventures. Like when I create outfits right now, I try to pull out a storyline that connects to my youth or connects to my childhood, just because when I do that, it hits different. You feel me? I think the people can really see that. I don't know. What I realize is when you can connect on a personal level with yourself, people will gonna connect more with it. You may not think it, they might not connect with it, but eventually somebody's gonna see it, somebody's gonna feel it, and boom, 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 it's a different world from right there.
Yeah, I feel like that raw emotion is really the most human thing that we could get on a level of connection. And as a creative, that's really something that you want to strive for.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're bringing that to light, for real.
Making something different.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just really moving to the next level. Where would you say Fuck These Brands is as a brand following our last interview?
As a brand, I would say Fuck These Brands, it's in its own void right now. The reason I say that is because there's so many things that I've done with Fuck These Brands that people don't even know that I've done. Behind the scenes, trying to figure out how to get an LLC, or not even trying to get an LLC, just trying to get a trademark. There's so many things I had to deal with, legally, that people don't know about Fuck These Brands, or tapping in with certain people around the world that people don't know. It's just crazy that when I say void is because it may not seem to the outside world. I heard this one thing the other day. It was about, I care more about the wins than seeming that I'm winning. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to win. So it may not seem like I only got 1,000 followers, and no, but I'm winning. You feel me? I'm really putting in the work to actually push this. So it's me going to different events with my things, and then people just coming up to me talking about, yo, that shit's fire. That's my goal. As soon as I can grab your attention, you go to the move, because it's the vibe. And I think a lot of people, and that's what I realized about Fuck These Brands. Since before, creatively, I've changed going through manufacturers instead of me just personalizing like every print. Really tapping in with like trying to perfect the materials or trying to perfect the legal side of everything, you know. So right now, I would say Fuck These Brands is in its own void. It has progress. Right now, I am setting up a team, and it's really just to have a team like creative directors behind it and allowing them to do whatever they want. And that's the best thing I can say. I do have I do have big news that's coming out very soon about just the overall aspect of what I'm doing personally and what I'm doing with Fuck These Brands. So that's something I'm excited for.
A real next level step?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's one to know. It's actually I'm starting a new brand, and that's why I'm having the team of creative directors come in for Fuck These Brands, so they can have that. I can still have input on Fuck These Brands, but the direction I'm going, and you basically getting a sneak peek. You get a sneak
that
peek.
exclusive.
Yeah, it's that exclusive. But yeah, like right now, I know a lot of people usually say, you know, when you have your first brand, it's like, okay, you got your first brand. I definitely feel like Fuck These Brands has definitely been like a stepping stone of things that I've learned and things that I've grown on. Throughout having my own process of having like business side of everything, bro, it's literally understanding like, okay, if you messed up on this, take it away. I can equate that to the new thing and grow that even more and grow that even more. But man, when I tell you, it's 3 different levels that's about to get hit.
Okay.
And Fuck These Brands is the first level. This next brand is the next level. So I got a plan. So it's like things is falling in line. So I'm making it happen.
It's definitely exciting to hear that you're moving as a creative and not like moving in like a sort of weird direction, but really like climbing up the ladder the right way and still making sure you have that creative input on everything that you leave your mark on. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what you got in store for these next few months. Moving on, I'd say how has Fuck These Brands and you as a creative more so grown over the last few years?
Man, Fuck These Brands has grown, I would say, past money.
Okay.
You know, we live in a capitalistic society right now, and everything is about money. But I would say like Fuck These Brands right now has grown into a archive piece world. Like I'm working on trying to make pieces hit different for individuals, you know, like instead of I guess it's the same aspect that everybody has their own unique flair and style into it, but as a whole, like I've learned how to control the narrative. So like when people have their own input about like how Fuck These Brands should be or this, that, and the third, like I take that into consideration, but I don't make that the thing. You know, I knew like when I first started off, a lot of times when because it was such a customizable feel to the pants, a lot of times I was just taking that in and I would literally negate my whole creative process. And I think that's like the worst thing, when you can't actually do your creative process when somebody else has their own input and how they want the pants to look like. And that's why I think that was like one of the biggest things with confusion wise between Fuck These Brands. A lot of people were like, what is Fuck These Brands? Is it a clothing brand? Is it just pants? Nah, it was just a creative venture for me to express myself, which entailed a lot of customization that people wanted to get it because it was so unique to it. I know people who still wear my original designs, and when I see that, I'd be like, damn, I'm still on something. You feel me? Because that was such a creative venture that nobody was on, and I'm still doing it. And with me realizing like a lot of time, like people can't control the creative, like I control my creative process now. Now I feel more involved with the brand. I feel like I can do whatever I want to. Right now, being able to talk to manufacturers and having them like tap in. Literally, people saying like, yo, like the newer stuff is like crazy fire. Going to different cities and just having people see it, that's the best part. Personally, how I've grown on my creative tip Man, I just been trying to tap into my younger self.
Okay.
I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, what narrative do you want to tap in from? Do you want to tap in from the narrative? Of course, business-wise, you can tap in with people trying to like tell you, not like you want to provide what your customers want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a part where you also have to create from a place where I used to be. Like when I first started, man, I was in love with it. I was like, damn, we got this. That's why you seen Barney on pants, or you seen Teenage Robot on pants, because that was me connecting with my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know that, but that was really me tapping into my childhood. But when people started having their own inputs, it was like, nah, you're not doing that. And then I got into this whole aspect of me being like, damn, am I doing this for just money, or am I doing this for that? So right now, I just been tapping with my childhood, making some fire art, making some creative stuff, and it's just like, it's beautiful at this point. But it still hasn't come out, but it's beautiful at this point right now. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you're tapping into your younger self.
Yeah.
I remember I was interviewing Rock, and he said the same thing. He wants to be as in tune with his younger self as possible. You were talking about how when people started putting their own input in, it kind of like clouded your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Would you say that's the reason why you took a step back from like showcasing everything?
Yeah. So there was a period. I don't know. There's a period. I think before like the whole COVID happened and everything shut down. After, I think it was right in between when I was about to drop like the Dr. Seuss, where there was this switch where I was like, one, COVID fucked me up. Not fucked me up on a, like, it fucked me up in a way where it was like, if I'm already a homebody and then people are telling me to stay home, it's like, okay, now it's like, damn, I'm not in my creative space. But it was a process. Like, it was me trying to battle, okay, what would this person think, and being in my own head. But yeah, I definitely think a lot of that whole period of having people worry about like, oh, is this gonna sell and is this gonna do, like, I can definitely say like that's part of the reason why I kind of like stepped back and stopped showcasing. But at the same time, I was still making stuff for people that people don't really know that I made. So yeah, I mean that's part of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely glad to hear that. Even when you took a step back and COVID really messed you up, you still kind of trucked through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No pun intended with the hat. But this next question, what have been your favorite pieces throughout the years?
Throughout the years, my favorite piece is actually this. When I got 2 pieces. I got 3 pieces.
Okay.
I got 3 pieces in my beginning stage, and I got little new pieces that I'm making right now.
Okay.
My first ones were the first ones I ever made. They're orange. I still rock them to this day. They're orange. I think I have them on my page. They're orange. They're like these Dragon Ball Z joints, and they're purple and orange. And those are hard. Those are the first ones I ever made. Those are when I first figured out how to screen print, and I screen printed them joints. That shit hard. My second one is these Playboy Cardi joints, yellow and orange. Those are still hard. I still rock them to this day. And then my third joints is the Pac-Man.
Ooh,
that was yeah. You remember those? Yeah, those and that got me on a radar with a lot of people. And that's how I was able to even drop in that and be connected with a lot of people. Those Pac-Mans was just like, you can tell like that there was work put into them. And then right now my new pieces, I can't really put you feel me?
Yeah, you don't have to talk too much on the new stuff.
But I love Prince, bro. I love Prince, bro. I know like right now, like I've been doing a lot of like Coca-Cola vibes or polka dot vibes, and it's just like, bro, when you see it, that's an instant attention getter because you don't see that unusual.
Yeah,
so
you don't
like,
really see stuff like that often.
So it really hit now. So
I'm good to. It's just crazy to hear how left field your stuff is coming from, and not in a negative way, but more so like you said, nobody's doing that. And it's just so refreshing because there's a lot of creatives who are kind of just trying to bite off of what's popping, but for you, like you coming through like rolling, and you're not letting anything stop you.
We just trying to. I'm basically trying to change the narrative in my story. I just want to be different. You know, I think everybody was born here different. Everybody got their own story. Everybody has their own thing, but like, I think that's the most unique thing about you is you're different, you know? So that's what I'm just trying to implement with the brand and just trying to make something happen.
That's definitely exciting to hear. This next question I got for you, you've been making appearances all over the scene with Slime World. I know those are your brothers rocking solo. What have you guys been up to lately?
Man, it's kind of hard because it's like, it's the how would I say it? It's the fact that like, the mysterious, you feel me? Slime World has been doing a lot of underground work. Bro, we've been doing work. When I tell y'all, like, we've been doing work, because like Rock, Solo, really my brothers, like they really, we go through it, you feel me, as a whole, because we're trying to level up. I know like a lot of times, like being from Chicago, trying to pop off a new sound, trying to do something different, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be different. There's a reason why we're trying to say like Slime World, because like when Rock talks about like changing the negative into positive, that whole aspect is literally start a new regime. It's really just trying to make something new, you feel me? Because like it's so much negative that goes down in Chicago, and it's like from a standpoint, from like the violence to the creative side, like there's a lot of hate that goes on, and honestly, when we look at stuff like that, we be like, it was meant for our journey, you feel me? It was meant for this specific thing to happen to us. But man, when I tell you, we constantly grow. Like as many times we get to arguments, we're constantly growing. So like, what Slime World just been up to is just like trying to level up every month, every week, every day. You know, we constantly tap in with each other all the time and just talk about new ideas and how we can roll certain things out, or where we can go and visit and top it up with each type of people, and like just tap in with everything, bro. So we just tapped in.
Definitely good to hear. This next question I got for you, where do you plan on taking Slime World in the future then?
Man, Slime World, I can't, well, from my position, I'm not even gonna say positions because we all CEOs. So we all part of the whole dynamic. But definitely planning on getting more spectacular, getting more like super out there. And when I say that, I mean like I'm a very creative dude, so popping up at different spots and being like, and setting up camp. When I mean setting up camp, like I want to come to ISU with Slime World, and out of the blue set up a fucking roller coaster and have people in this bitch just going on a roller coaster. Like it's like it's messed up, but it's in a sense Slime World drive-bys. You feel me? Like literally disrupt your perspective on what society should actually see on what things should be. And what I mean by that is, if, like I said, like if we pulled up at a random spot and did some spectacular shit, that's my job. Like that's what I want to like hone in when we do Slime World things, because people off rip, when they do see us, I gotta say this, when they do see us, they always be like, "Oh, is that the Migos?" Nah, we a different version of the Migos. we really, we be like, yeah, we Slime World, but we really like, as creatives, as having Solo be the director, having Rock be the artist, having me be behind like artistic directing and the fashion designing, and it's just like, that's what I love. And it's like, yo, like Slime World drive-bys, like that shit's really gonna hit super hard. But yeah, you feel me? You know how Nickelodeon be having be splashing slime on people? Yeah, that's how we finna be start doing. So.
Bro, it's just, I know I said this before, but it's so refreshing to just hear somebody who's really coming at the scene from a real creative perspective. Like, because a lot of people, they'll come into it with those same type of intentions. Like, yeah, I want to change the world. I want to really just make the world creative. But once the money and business stuff starts coming in, they start thinking about it a different way. But throughout all of that, you just kept that same mission.
Nah, bro, for real. Like, I think I'm mad grateful. And it's funny because, like, I've been through that process. But the fact that I've been through that process early allows me to say, okay, I know what is creative and what I'm doing it for is the best thing. Once you go through that process, you can learn from it. You can, like, literally level up from it. But I'm so happy, bro. We doing it, bro. I ain't
For real. You got that right, bro. Y'all really making moves right now.
Bro.
This next question I got for you, where do you plan on taking your creative ventures in the future?
Creative ventures, man, I'm trying to take it to Paris, London, Milan, New York, Los Angeles, like, shit, fucking Wyoming, fucking Colorado, fucking Arkansas. I'm trying to take this shit all over the world. But I say this because, like, that's really my, like, one of my main goals. Like, I want to, like, bro, when you come up to me, like, I'm a friendly dude. I would talk to anybody. Like, I really just, you feel me? I just be chilling. But man, when I tell you, like, talking to new people gives you a whole different perspective, not on life, but mentally and everything. It's just like, bro, that shit's so fire. That just adds to my creativity. So it's like, I want to fucking climb Mount Everest and put a sculpture up on it. Shit, put a pair of Fuck These Brands on Mount Everest and be like, yo, Fuck These Brands was the first fucking brand to put their brand on Mount Everest. You feel me? So it's like, that's one of, like, the coolest things. I just feel like creatively, I just want to tap in with, like, I want to, like, I'm going to work on Kanye West. I'm saying this right now because, like, I respect this creative vision. I respect what he just did with the whole Donda series, like, pop-up events and just having his, you feel me, listening parties and everything. But, like, not only Kanye West, but Damian Hirst, you feel me, like, hitting, I don't know, like, I just really want to work with these creatives and just, like, really be in the same room as them and just hear their story, because I know hearing their story is going to add 10 times more than just being like, yo, we're just working on a project.
Yeah.
So I'm getting super tapped in with, like, designing and making things come to happen. And I think the best thing I can say is, like, do is do. You feel me? People don't know how hard it actually is to actually do, and when you do it, it's like, that's really what it is. Yeah. You feel me? Man, like, that's the mode we're in. You know, slime world. Me, just, like, everybody just trying to tap in and actually do the work. But yeah, bro, it's there, bro. It's really there, bro.
Yeah, it really is. And this last question I got for you, what advice would you give to anybody who's trying to do what you do?
Shit, doers do. Honestly, I would say, advice-wise, don't listen to my advice.
And what do you mean by that?
What I mean, don't listen to my advice. Don't listen to nobody's advice. Do you. The reason why people make it is because they did them. They didn't say, hey, of course you can you can emulate other people. But once you separate yourself from emulation and start developing your creative style, you're just gonna do you. You feel me? Like, everybody can say, like, be more forthright and be more, put your step in, put the gas on. There's a plan for you. God has a plan for you. Everybody has a plan. You feel me? So it's like, when you just do you, you're gonna, and even, like, you can have, like, that advice of saying, like, you gotta go faster and gotta go harder. But, bro, just do you. And that's the best advice I can say. Like, don't listen to the advice. Just do you.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
I think that's the best note to end it on.